Anarchy and hope for the future meet head-on in the automotive industry, which has traditionally been at the forefront of technological advancement. There are few cars with the same lasting impact on sports car culture as the Toyota MR2. Collectors and fans have been demanding its comeback for years, and finally, after a lengthy absence, Toyota has listened. In an age where electrification and high-tech driving aids rule, the 2026 Toyota MR2 redefines the modern, cheap mid-engine sports car while also bringing back a classic nameplate. The first MR2 found its place in the market with its 1980s introduction. At its pricing point, Toyota offered an almost unprecedented combination of a mid-engine, rear-wheel drive configuration with a small and lightweight chassis. Throughout the MR2's 3 generations, this formula would serve as its defining characteristic. The 2026 model pays modern tribute to that heritage. Nevertheless, it's more than just a throwback, it's a reimagining that aims to please both purists and the next generation of drivers. The 2026 MR2's design is a masterclass in fusing classic details with aggressive contemporary elements. Toyota obviously spared no expense in avoiding over-designing the automobile. Despite its low-slung, short overhang, and cab-forward conventional MR2 proportions, this model is distinctly modern thanks to its wider stance, sharper creases, and LED lighting characteristics. Integrated rear diffuser, active rear spoiler that deploys at speed, and purposeful vents all contribute to the car's aerodynamic profile. This car was clearly constructed with performance and not merely aesthetics in mind, as evidenced by its sleek yet functional design. As you enter the MR2, you'll find the cockpit to be just as atmospheric. The MR2 steers clear of the touchscreen-dominated interiors seen in many contemporary sports cars. On either side of a digital driver display that can be customized to provide telemetry data, lap times, and G-force measurements are prominently displayed analog dials. The cabin is small and cozy, just like a two-seater should be, and the driver is supported in their seat even when the ride gets rough. The combination of Alcantara, leather, and brushed aluminum gives the MR2 a high-end appearance without sacrificing the sporty, driver-focused vibe that the brand is known for. The controls are designed to be easily grasped by the driver, and the gear lever, whether it's manual or automatic, is placed within easy reach. The new MR2's engine is located under the decklid on the back. A 1.6-liter turbocharged inline-3 engine with around 300 horsepower has been chosen by Toyota and its performance subsidiary Gazoo Racing. This mid-engine solution is based on the GR Yaris and GR Corolla platforms but has undergone substantial revisions. Its little displacement hides its robust, high-revving personality and its deafening exhaust noise. The MR2's remarkable power-to-weight ratio allows it to reach 60 miles per hour in less than 4.5 seconds, despite its curb weight of just more than 2,700 pounds. Fans of the MR2 have long praised the vehicle's neutral handling balance, which is achieved by positioning the engine squarely behind the cabin, which also guarantees superb weight distribution. For individuals who prefer more conventional methods of gear shifting, there is a 6-speed manual transmission. For those who value ease and speed, there is a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission. With steering wheel-mounted paddle shifters and software tuning that promotes enthusiastic driving, Toyota has made sure that even the automatic maintains an engaging driving experience. Importantly, a limited slip differential is standard on both models, allowing for more effective power transmission out of corners and unwinding backroads. Even though performance is paramount, the 2026 MR2 also takes into account the high standards of technology and safety that today's consumers have come to demand. Blind spot monitoring, adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, and automatic emergency braking are all part of the most recent Safety Sense package that comes standard on this vehicle. Especially for drivers who might use the MR2 on a regular basis, these features are integrated in a manner that enhances the driving experience without sacrificing safety. The infotainment is good, but it's not the main attraction. The audio system, which was co-developed with JBL, provides clear music without the cumbersome presence of subwoofers or big amplifiers, and the small 8-inch screen seamlessly incorporates wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Where the MR2 really comes into its own on the road is with its dynamics. An unusual feature in these age of electric systems, hydraulically assisted steering allows for a more refined relationship between the driver and the front wheels. Drivers are able to perceive each and every surface roughness because to the chassis' remarkable communicativeness. The MR2 exudes a sense of vitality, enthusiasm, and self-assurance whether navigating narrow canyon roads or skimming around a track. In normal mode, the fully independent suspension with adjustable dampers makes for a smooth ride, but when switched to sport or track, the ride gets much firmer. With an emphasis on poise rather than power, the engineers have created a vehicle that is nimble and predictable even when pushed to its limits. Toyota has also considered the MR2's potential as a second or weekend vehicle. As one would expect from a two-seater with a mid-engine layout, storage is on the small side, but there is a modest trunk behind the engine and a little frunk under the hood. The vehicle isn't exactly a practical vehicle, but it's not totally lacking either. Without sacrificing its essential character, it finds a happy medium that makes it ideal for quick trips or light everyday use. The pricing point is the main differentiator between the 2026 MR2 and its competitors. Considering the engineering involved, it is impressive that Toyota has kept the base price around $45,000. This is an unprecedented effort by a company to make mid-engine performance accessible to more people. It places the MR2 in a class all its own, connecting the two extremes of front-engine sports coupes like the BRZ and MX-5 and mid-engine exotics like the Alfa Romeo and Lotus. For a lot of motorheads, this means they can finally afford the MR2, a car that gives real thrills without breaking the bank. Naturally, there are dangers associated with reviving a legendary moniker like the MR2. There are high expectations, and it can be challenging to satisfy purists. It appears, nevertheless, from first impressions and road tests, that Toyota has deftly walked the tightrope. Neither does the 2026 MR2 try to replicate its forerunner's success by straying too far from their original designs. Rather, it presents a new interpretation, one that is true to the original concept but updated in presentation. A few people have even speculated that Toyota would introduce more MR2 models in the near future. As part of its ongoing efforts to achieve carbon neutrality, the business is considering developing a hybrid or even an electric version.
Thanks for watching.